I'm getting set up. We in St. Louis today. Backdoor City. Oh man. I'll wait for a couple of y'all to come in before we get started. We in Backdoor City today. We in Backdoor City today. Y'all know I ain't want to come here, but you know, I made a promise to say that we gonna feed the people. Y'all know I ain't want. I made a promise to say we gonna feed the people. We gonna feed the streets. So you know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. We didn't go live yesterday because you know, I had to do some travel. I had to do some packing. You feel me? 607 Unc said I had a weak mind, so you know, I've been focusing on making sure my mind ain't weak. You know what I mean? How you doing, Mrs. Clover? Clover? We in St. Louis today, and you know, we had to come to St. Louis because, like I said, 607 Unc said I got a weak mind. So whenever somebody say you got a weak mind, you just gotta overprove it to them. You feel me? Especially when they try your whole body and shit like that. You feel me? Um, But I ain't gonna do too much talking because you know, I know y'all been hearing me y'all been hearing me talk about 607 Unc a lot and shit like that. And it's because it's my platform. You feel me? And I went through that shit. I went through a lot of shit. I went through a lot of shit with Unc. Y'all didn't go through the shit I went through. So if I want to talk about Unc every fucking live I get, then that's what I'm gonna do. Feel me? That's what I'm gonna do. Fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about Butter. I'm gonna talk about KB Nene. I'm gonna talk about Capo Risky. I'm gonna talk about all these niggas, bro. I'm gonna talk about all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my right to do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all know I'm rich. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I think that's enough people in here right now. We just go ahead and get started. To be honest with y'all, I got one of 607 niggas that's been hitting my jack talking about, yeah. Talking about some other shit. I don't know what he talking about, but we gonna figure it out because you know, y'all know Solar ain't never duck no smoke. Niggas just be wanting to bully SolarMan. So we just gonna figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we about to do. Oh shit, here go that nigga right now. He on it. See? He on it. Ah shit, what's up, bro?
What's up with you, man?
What's
They
up,
had they
bro?
had to send me in here, man. I'm one of the 607 Unc agents, man. You feel me? Had to make sure you really who you is, who you say you is, man.
Look,
You
look, look,
feel me?
look. Fuck all that. Fuck nigga. So what you trying to bully me, nigga? Huh?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to bully you today. Yeah, for sure. Today, right now. It's going down today.
That's
We
that
gotta
St.
see what
Louis
it is.
weirdo shit.
We gotta know the truth. We gotta know the truth.
The
You be
truth
you, you
about
be on
what,
here
nigga?
pump faking. You be on here pump faking, saying you all this third eye shit. Wooty wooty woo. We don't know that for real. We don't know. We don't know. We think you lying. We think you lying
Think
for real.
I'm lying.
Keep
That
it
nigga.
100.
All right,
Keep it
all
100.
right, all right, all right. So
Yep.
check it out.
Yep.
So check it out. So check
Yep.
it out. That nigga lying. You know what I'm saying? But look, since I can't talk to him, you feel me? Because he be talking through people and shit. You know, some Illuminati weirdo shit. So since I can't talk to him, I guess I'm gonna talk to you. You feel me? That nigga put me through all types of humiliation rituals, all types of weirdo shit. You feel me? And I'm kind of feeling like St. Louis trying to bully me and shit. I don't know. But you said you came on the platform trying to bully a nigga. So what y'all want to talk? What you want to do, bro? What you want to talk about,
I'm
bro?
here. I'm here to get the truth. I'm here to get the truth. You
Truth
feel me?
about what, bro? Talk to me.
We
Truth
want to
about
get your
what, bro?
origin story. We want to get your origin story. How that shit really came about. You feel me? How you really became conscious. You feel me? You say you conscious. You say you all this and that. Whoopty whoop. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you on that low vibrational shit, nigga. That's why you don't believe it, nigga. You on that low vibrational shit, nigga. Just like
If
nigga.
I'm low vibration,
All right, listen, bro. Listen, bro. This is. Let me talk. Damn it, you St. Louis bully ass nigga. Damn. Let me talk. All right, check it out. Check it out. Listen, this is my origin story, right? So, to be honest with you, bro, I kind of grew up fucked up, right? I kind of grew up like hella negative. You know what I'm saying? But also I grew up kind of hella abundant. So what I mean by that is like I grew up in the hood, but I ain't grew up and my family wasn't like you feel me? They wasn't in the hood. You feel me? We were in the
mm-hmm.
hood, but we wasn't products of our environment, unlike you weird ass, bully ass, St. Louis ass, street ass niggas. You feel me? We was able to transcend our environment. So this how I grew up, bro. So basically, my dad was a fuck nigga. You feel me? Uh,
Mm.
he sold coke. He did it. He smoked it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I'm a little fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Just like 607 Unk bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? So he sold it. He sold it. He smoked it. You know what I'm saying? And he got like 5 kids that we know about. It's probably way more of us and shit. You know what I'm saying? But what he did was he at least he gave me a mind, a powerful mind and shit. But yeah, I grew up in the hood. But I also grew up with abundance. So when I say that to say, whenever my grandpa was around, he was like kind of like my grandpa was kind of like the breadwinner in my family. You feel me? So whenever he was around, we had hella money. Whenever he wasn't around, we had shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Kind of like you, St. Louis bully ass niggas. You feel me? That's why y'all be bullying niggas and shit. Kind of like y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, yeah, let me talk. It wasn't no anger until I went up to Las Vegas with 607 Unk bitch ass. See look. I tried to come on some nice peaceful shit. But I got treated like shit. I got bullied for it. I got shitted on because I was being a sweet guy. So now every single chance I get, I'm on Unk bitch ass. You feel me? Every single chance I get. Masculine, feminine. Hold on, nigga. I ain't gay, nigga. Ah, you talking about masculine and feminine, like combining the divine feminine with the divine masculine.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's kind of what I came to St. Well, not St. Well, I'm in St. Louis now. Y'all, you feel me? As soon as I get here and shit, y'all want to check me and shit. But it's cool. I love St. Louis. You feel me? Because part of the tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel is in St. Louis too. That's what y'all don't know. But we're gonna get to that a little later. But let me answer your question. Yeah, it's about divine balance. And when I went up there, I kind of went in my divine feminine. I ain't gonna lie. Because I was
Okay.
very. You said, "Oh yeah, I don't need you to agree, nigga."
It's good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Explain yourself with all that. It's about balance. It's about balance. Balance it out. Balance it out.
I came, I came to his platform in the divine feminine meaning. I was willing to be a student. I was willing to absorb and soak in all that energy and to learn. I came to learn. I came to have my cup poured into because I came with my cup half full. Know what I'm saying? And then what I learned from Unc, I learned a lot of shit from Unc bitch ass. As much as he's a bitch ass nigga, he's also a real good nigga because he showed me so much in them 60 days that I was around him that I can never forget the shit. He showed me he kind of brought the energy up out of me that I've always had dormant in me, but I kind of like didn't know how or when to use it. So now, like, you feel me? I'm using this shit, and it has to be the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. So, yeah, I went there as a student, and whenever you humble yourself and you kind of are willing to allow someone else to speak life into you or to guide you through certain steps, that's the divine feminine.
Sure. Most definitely. So now I did want to know when it came to your awakening initially, was there a was there a fight with your ego, or were you more so receptive or more? It was easy. Was your transition easy going
Come on,
into it?
transition, nigga. I'm not gay, nigga.
You said you're not gay or you're not dead.
No, nigga.
I ain't say nothing about being gay. Nothing about being gay.
Talk about transition.
We
Transition to
we
what?
we on, we on the we on the straight and narrow. We on the straight and narrow over here.
Oh, like the straight and narrow path that you need to follow if you're supposed to walk in your divine light, right? That's what you're talking about.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say my bad because you a St. Louis bully ass nigga. And you a 607 unk, so I ain't gonna apologize to you, nigga. But to my listeners and shit, y'all know I dealt with a lot of shit. So I gotta make sure these 607 unk St. Louis niggas, I gotta make sure they, you feel me? I dealt with a lot of shit, bro. From you St. Louis niggas, from Capo Risky and KB Nini and FBG Butter. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with a lot of shit. I don't even remember the question, bro. My bad. What was the question? What you say? Something about
Oh, no,
transitioning?
I was saying upon your awakening, was there a fight with your ego, or were you more was your transition easy as far as being enlightened? You feel me?
Nah, that shit wasn't easy, bro. I had to die. Uh,
No, for sure.
and real shit, I had to die. I had to die to myself. I had to die to different aspects of myself because part of myself never wants to transcend. Part of myself always wants to be stuck in that low frequency when we was always fucked up, when I always had to figure out a sly inconvenience or a sly way or just I was stuck in survival mode for most of my life, bro. So part of me is always going to resonate and vibrate with that shit. I don't look like what I've been through. A lot of us don't look like what we've been through. So
Sure,
for
most
me,
definitely.
my ascent, I'm still ascending. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we ever stop. But at this point in my life, I made a decision. I made a decision. I probably say I made my decision about 6 months ago, where I really just stood on it to where this was the decision. My decision was that no matter what life throws at me, I'm going to become the highest version of myself and I'm going to step out on faith. That was my decision. And because I made that decision, what came with that was immediate rejection from those people around me who are used to seeing you a certain way. That's immediately what's going to happen to you as you decide to make a decision and to transform and to transcend your life and to go from what's called the 3D. The 3D is all
Mhm,
this fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? When we caught up in all this survival mode shit, when we caught up in bills and shit and getting fucked over by bitch ass niggas like 607 Unk bullying you and shit for content and shit. Like that's 3D. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm,
I had to like transcend that. The only way I could transcend that because everything in my environment, well, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Everything in my
mhm,
environment was negative, right? Meaning,
mhm,
like I said, we in the hood, but we not other hood. But every time I walk outside my door, I gotta deal with whatever the environment entails, right?
mhm,
So it wasn't an easy thing. And you know how it is in the black community, bro. We're very, 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 very any community, but especially us
mhm.
because we're the
No,
best.
for sure,
You
most
know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Hell yeah.
Whenever we in schools and shit, we get if you don't got Jordans, if you don't dress a certain
Yeah, for
way, if you
sure.
don't act a certain way, that shit's difficult, right? It's always been
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that for me in my life. I've always kind of been alone in this shit. So at first it used to fuck with me. I used to be mad. I used to be mad that I was alone. I used to be mad that I was rejected. I used to be mad that ain't nobody understand me. But now I love myself so much that I don't. It doesn't matter to me what anyone else's think because I know if I love myself truly, then I can truly give and receive love, but I can also live out my purpose to the highest ability and do actually what I was called here to do. So that was kind of a long answer, but it answered your
Mhm,
question because I had to make decisions. It was a lot of decisions. It was a lot of fuck shit that I had to decide that no matter what happened or who tried to pull me back down or even myself in my thoughts, I had to guard my thoughts. I
mhm.
had to decide on what thoughts I wanted to align with. That's the answer to your question.
Sure, sure. Now, when it comes to all that anger, all that rage, you feel me? What was your
Come on, Brian.
initial
Angry.
nudge? Man, you said in the past you was angry. You was mad. You seem mad right now. You seem angry right now. Like you
Because
want
y'all
to
be
get
trying
something
to
off your
bully
chest
me
or
and
something.
shit, bro.
I got to get the truth. Hey, how else am I get the truth? Sometimes you got to bully the truth out of people. You feel me? You got to get it out either way. How did you ground yourself in the best way possible when you with your initial awakening? With that anger, with all that anger built up? How did you ground yourself in the moment and learn how to release that? You feel me? And had that not bother you no more?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm still learning how to do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I used to be way worse. Like if they ever do a documentary on me and they ask niggas that grew up with me and shit, went to school with me and shit, they gonna tell you I was fucked up. Like I was actually fucked up. Like I wasn't
Mm.
on purpose fucked up, but like if you ever tried me in any type of way, I give you everything you're looking for at any
Yeah, for
time.
sure.
It don't matter what the situation was. Not to say I was tough, but I was just fucked
No,
up.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I was a
Mm.
little crash out. You know what I'm saying? So the way that I transcended it kind of goes back to that decision shit. I made a decision on my life, and the only thing, so it's like this, bro. When you stressed and shit, or when you really mad about some shit, you kind of only
Mm.
fucking over yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because that energy, it says in a word like this, right? Uh, if you, a man who acts out on his energy, on his anger is a fool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And what it means is that if you don't learn how to transmute how to direct that
Mm.
energy, then you're always going to be a fool. You're always going to destroy thyself. So a lot of that shit, a lot of that high energy that I've always had my whole life, I used it kind of internally to destroy myself instead of externally to do what I'm doing right now. Know what I'm saying? So it always goes back for me. It goes back to the decision. Because yeah, I grew up with a lot of anger, bro. I always been light skinned, and you know what I'm saying. I always been handsome. So and I always grew up around a lot of rough football face looking ass 607 FBG butter looking ass niggas, and they don't like that shit. They don't like that
No,
shit.
for sure.
So it's a fact, bro. So even in my own family, I dealt with this shit. So really, all I'm doing, I have the same anger and hatred that I used to have inside of me. Now I still have it now.
Mm,
The only difference
mm,
is that I'm the driver in my own car. You feel me? I'm the driver of my life. I'm the driver of my vehicle. Every decision that I make, I'm conscious and I'm aware of now. So if I do
mm,
feel myself like how I used to when it's really like some psycho energy for real. Like when I
mm,
feel that shit coming up, you know what I'm saying? Now I go create content. Now I go make a song. Now I go use that to pour life back into other people the same way I wish I had somebody to pour life back into me. You feel me? So I'm living in my highest purpose at this time, but the only reason, the only way that I did that was because I made a fucking decision that no matter
mm,
how other people view it, I'm still gonna go with my move. That's how I did that.
mm. For sure, most definitely. So really, a couple of the agents that tapped in with me, they had a couple more questions for you. You feel me? And they wanted to know when it comes to these clairs, you feel me? Clairvoyance, clair. When these things started evolving for you, you feel me? What was your experiences? What was your first experiences with those type of things?
Telepathy. Come on, brother. You smart ass nigga. So now
You
so
feel
you trying
me?
to call
You
me
know what I'm
stupid.
saying?
You trying to call me stupid.
If you feel stupid, then that's what you feel me? How about how you
Oh
feel?
my
You feel me? I can't do nothing about that. You feel me? I can't do nothing about that. That's how you feel.
Look, bro. All right. Let's start with one word at a time, bro. What's the first thing you just said, bro? What's clairvoyance said? Hold on. Let me talk to my chat real quick. Chat, check it out. I know I'm not talking to y'all right now because I'm getting pressed in St. Louis right now, but check it out, T. You a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that because I don't know you. I mean that because you on my page commenting some fag shit. You know what I'm saying? Watch the live and learn what I'm talking about other than just commenting some fag shit, or I'm gonna kick you off my live, T. You hear what I'm saying, T? Comment some more fuck shit. I'm gonna kick you off my live, T. You hear me? All right. So you said something about Claire, what? What?
Clairvoyance, you know what I'm saying? The clear eye, the clear seeing, you know what I'm saying?
Clear seeing what?
Seeing the unseen, you know what I'm saying? The other side,
Oh, like
the,
demons and shit?
the demons, angels, whatever, you know what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your experiences is, you feel me? Because they can come in different forms, you feel me?
Okay, check it out. So that's a good question. So check it out. My first experience. So really, I've always had the eyesight. I've always had the ability to kind of see into the spirit, not just actual see
Mm,
physical beings. However, I could look
mm,
at you and I could tell that you have the spirit of discernment. I could tell that you got the spirit of lust on you. I could tell that you got a murderous
mm,
spirit on you. I could, etc. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? So I've
mm,
always had that ability. But I say when it really started coming out for me was when I was in the Philippines. So I
okay, for
had to go
sure.
to the Philippines when I was 17. I went there. I went to the Philippines. I went to play basketball, and I went to go to college. You know what I'm saying? So when I
Okay.
was in the Philippines is kind of like the old world. It's kind of like a third world country. So like I
Mm,
say all that to say it doesn't have like a lot of light pollution. So when you got light pollution, the spirits and shit they don't like that because they can't roam around as they do freely because the lights be having all types of rays and shit that be fucking up their vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
in places like the Philippines, the old world, the third world, you see a lot of shit. You see a lot of shit in people, and you just experience a lot of different things. One of my most trippy experiences was I kept running into people who saw shit, like who actually saw shit. So
mm,
I was
mm,
around them all the time, and then I started doing I ain't gonna lie, I started doing psychedelics. I started doing a lot of mushrooms. I started
mm,
doing a lot of shit like that. So I say all that to say, my first experience was really kind of when I left my body for the first time. I kind of died in my
mm,
sleep, and I astral traveled
mm,
in my room in my dorm, and that's what taught me that all that shit was real. So how did that look like for
mm,
me? I was meditating. I was meditating in my dorm for like 2 weeks straight because I wanted to. I kind of was doing voodoo at this time. I wanted to infiltrate. I didn't know I was doing
mm,
voodoo though. Don't you
mm.
judge me, you St. Louis ass nigga. Don't judge me, nigga. Don't judge me,
Judgment
nigga.
free zone, unless you want to be judged.
Well, maybe I did want to be judged back then, but I ain't know no better. But anyways, at this time, I was doing voodoo, and I didn't know I was doing voodoo. I just wanted to. I was just trying some shit. And that's a lot. That's what a lot of us people do. We have powers, and as we start ascending in our awakening journey, we'll start trying different shit because we don't have guidance and direction. So I digress.
Mhm.
That was my situation. I didn't have guidance and direction, so I was just trying shit. And little did I know I was doing voodoo. Anyways, I wanted to infiltrate this girl's dreams. Her name was Thana.
Mhm.
Thana was like,
Mhm.
she was like Thai and Filipino, and but she looked like a black girl though, because she was thick. You feel me? So it's like,
Mhm.
oh man, like I ooh wait. I wanted Thana, but I wanted to infiltrate her dreams, and I wanted to like put my
Mhm.
like I wanted her to love me. You feel me? I was trying to put a love spell on her.
Mhm.
Trying to put a love spell on her.
Mhm.
So what I did was I would meditate and I would drink this tea. It's called the Malungai plant. Y'all can Google it. It's called the Malungai plant, and they got this plant all over the world. But basically, it helps you connect with your pineal gland, and it helps you connect with your crown chakra, and it opens all that shit up for you. So I did that. I did that for 2 weeks straight. So when I was doing it, uh, I would do it, and then I would also
Mhm.
I would open up all those energy points. You know what I'm saying? I would open them up
Mhm.
all. But I had no direction with the shit. So remember that. I had no direction with the shit. So that's very dangerous if you do
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
did that though. And one day I'm laying on my bed and I was like, all right, today I'm about to see if I can leave my body. I left my
Mhm.
body. I went to sleep, kinda, but then I woke up outside of my body, and I knew that I was in the astral realm because everything was wavy. Everything was like,
Mhm.
everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything was,
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? Everything was wavy. So when everything was wavy, I was like, oh man, I did it. My first thought was to go find her, but in the astral plane, it's still kind of like you got to have directions and shit. You can't, you
mhm.
know what I mean? That, and also that's how I knew that not only was I divinely protected, but also she was divinely protected because I couldn't just infiltrate her shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was outside my body and I was like, all right, just to make sure that this is real, I'm about to go look in the mirror in my dorm room. All right. So I went to the mirror again. This is my astral body, and I looked in the mirror, and I looked back at my body that was sleeping down, that was sleeping in the bed in the mirror. I looked at my vessel, my empty shell. I had left my shell. So I was looking in the mirror and shit. Everything was wavy and shit. Then I was like, all right, I'm about to go outside and I'm about to make my way to Thana. As I proceed to go out to the hallway, something tells me, my the highest, the most high, my highest version of myself told me, you need to get back in your body because otherwise they're gonna take it. That's what they told me. You need to get back in your body, otherwise they are gonna take it. Who the fuck is they? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you in just a second. So they are gonna take it. So I went back to my body and it went so quick because I got scared. So I went back to my body and I kind of flew back to my body. I flew back to my body. And then when I flew back to my body and I laid back in it, I immediately hopped up. That was day one. And what was gonna take over my body came to me the next day. It was a black shadow. It was a demon. A demon was gonna take over my body. So, the way to answer, it's a long story short. Yeah. I've always been in tune, but I didn't kind of like know how to use it and shit. Before, because I was reckless. Again, it goes back to that reckless energy that I've always had. I didn't know how to use it, until now, until I got older. You know what I'm saying? Or more mature. Because you don't got to be old to learn some shit. You just got to be more
Yeah, for sure.
mature in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I got more mature in the spirit, by basically giving my life to Yahashua. But even Yahashua said that you can do greater things than him. So I kind of just like follow his example, and I'm kind of like walking in his footsteps right now. You don't know if you believe me. You don't know if you believe me. Nigga, I just told you my life story. You don't believe me?
A couple little holes in the story, man. Couple little holes in the story.
What you want to know, nigga?
What?
So, what?
So what players do you specifically identify with?
Identify. This nigga going back to the gay shit. Identify.
No gay shit, no gay shit, no gay shit, no gay
Look,
shit. Only
look,
spiritual shit. Only
look.
spiritual shit.
In all seriousness, uh, 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 in all seriousness, uh, I don't understand all the particulars as far as the language of the names. However, if you broke them
mm,
down for me, I could probably tell you exactly what where I lie out on that spectrum. But as far as the
mm.
clairvoyant shit, clairvoyant is basically, if I understand it correctly, clairvoyant is when I can, like, I know something's gonna happen before it happens. Is that what it is?
That, but having, how do I say this? I say part of it is being able to see visions and see, yeah, see things before they happen, but also be able to tell things about a person, or read their timeline. I say that, read their timeline through sight or through visions.
Oh yeah, we all can do that. The
Mm.
main thing that comes with that is touch. So
Okay.
you should be very careful, for those in the back of the class, who y'all let touch y'all, and kind of like,
Mm.
who y'all let pray on y'all. Don't let nobody pray for you or touch you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But for me, yeah, but it has to be a choice, right? Because um I'll give you a perfect example, dog. uh the Most High speaks to me constantly, right? Just
Mm.
like he does with
Mm.
you, and just like he does with anybody who is
Mm.
aware of their divinity. You know what I'm saying? The Most High speaks to me constantly, and the Most High, the highest version of myself, talks to myself constantly. And basically, because I'm a little retarded, I have to get shown physical signs of shit, because otherwise I don't get it. I say all that to say,
Mm.
like, I get for me, this is a little sauce, but for me, I get feathers. I get feathers
Mm.
at all times. I get feathers. So
Mm.
sometimes I get white feathers. Sometimes I get brown feathers. Sometimes I get blue feathers. Sometimes I get black feathers. Right.
Mm.
And I always see a crow before somebody dies.
Okay, for sure.
Right. So
Mm.
every time I see black feathers, like pitch black feathers, somebody about to die. You know. And I used to attribute this, like, always seeing, like, I'll see the black feathers. And again, black don't mean negative in this sense. It just means that that energy is about to transfer from one place to another, right? So when I see the black feathers, I used to always assume that it had something to do with me. So again, I'm going back, I'm giving you kind of who I am and how I understood this shit, because I didn't understand a lot of this shit, because I always took everything personal. You know what I'm saying? I took signs, like, for example, if I was around you, this is the answer to your question. If I was around you and you had sex lust demons on you, and I started thinking all this fucked up shit by being around you, I'm just gonna assume that I'm fucked up, not you. And now that I'm more mature, I'm clairvoyant. I've always been clairvoyant, because anytime and every time I go, I'm super sensitive. And it might be because of this light skin shit. I don't know, but I'm super sensitive, and it's like I gotta be careful who I go around, who I talk to, what I look at, what I
Mhm.
digest, is because I feel everything. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Mhm.
everything, and I feel it strongly, and I feel it deeply. So if you're going through some shit,
Mhm.
I'm gonna feel exactly what you're going through. And now
Mhm.
this version of me is gonna be able to separate myself and be like, okay, that's his thing. That's not my thing. You feel me? But
Mhm.
I've always been clairvoyant. It's something that we can do. So what it is basically identifying the energy as it comes, and separating yourself from the energy as it comes, and connecting with your
Mhm.
divinity, and basically, like, transcribing the shit. Like, what the fuck is the information? You feel me? You got to be able to do all that kind of, like, in an instant. It takes a lot of practice. Right. Yeah, you've been talking to that alien basketball football face ass nigga 607 uncle a lot. Okay. Yeah, so my energetic hygiene for me is, honestly, uh I had to separate myself from everybody, bro. Even currently now, I'm way more protective of who I speak to on the phone with. Friends, family. I'm talking about people that I would give all of my attention to at all times. You know what I'm saying? That had direct access to me. They no longer have such access to me in that regard. Not saying that I won't answer the phone. It's just gonna be a way different vibe with me. Whereas I used to take on their ideas or their opinions about me, and I would take it as fact and law. Now it's more like there's nobody or nothing in this world that can convince me about me. You know, I'll listen to what you got to say depending on my relationship with you, you know, to a degree. But there's nothing that you can say, do, or you know, speak to me that I'll allow in, because my barriers are too strong and they're too wide now, because they have to be. You know what I'm saying? They have to be, because I'm on this journey, and I'm on this path that people like Yahashua walk, and people like Joseph walk, and people like Daniel walk, and shit like that, where it's really just us. You know what I'm saying? So since it's just us, my spiritual hygiene includes daily grounding. I have to put my feet in the dirt
Mhm.
at least once.
Mhm.
At least once. And the reason I have to do that is because my nervous system, and this is another thing for you guys too, as you guys are on your spiritual journey or whatever the case may be, if you're anything like me, your nervous system is going to be all over the place. All over the place.
Mhm.
Because it has to be. Because again, we're already, and some of you guys might be feeling this now in migraines and shit like that. Is because we are going from one reality to the next. It's already happened. COVID kind
Mhm.
of like, you know, fast forward to shit, you know,
Yeah,
sped it up
yeah.
a lot. You know, COVID sped that shit up a lot. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't notice, after COVID, the world kind of seemed like it's just been moving way faster. You know? So that's kind of what I do. I have to ground, and I watch everything and everybody, and I don't just because I know you before, don't mean I know you now. Just because you knew me before, don't mean you know me now. So I always have to
Mhm.
keep a safe, healthy distance between my mother, my friends,
Mhm.
my father, my brother, my grandmother, my grandfather, you. You feel me? What I didn't do though, in Vegas with 607 Unk bitch ass, and you can tell them. What I didn't do was I didn't keep those barriers up as high, as far as um, allowing someone else's opinion to kind of affect me. But I learned that energy is real, and I got to protect myself.
Question. So saying, I do
Report,
want to know.
report to that nigga. Where you at? Where you at first and
I
foremost?
gotta report back. I gotta report back. I gotta let them know the truth. What the truth is. You feel me? If I don't let them know, then hey, things might happen. You feel me? Some crazy things might
Things might
happen. You
happen.
feel me? But
You threatening me,
it
you
might
St.
happen.
Louis bully ass nigga?
It might happen in love. It might happen all in love. You feel me? You never know. You never know. You never know. But as far as releasing other people's bullshit, what would you say your creative paths are?
Yeah, it used to be. I used to release bullshit with bullshit, and it didn't work for me. So I would release bullshit by like
Mm-hmm.
by having sex. You feel me? By getting a nut off, and I would just make
Mm-hmm.
everything worse. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, how
Mm-hmm.
I release bullshit is I take everything back to source. There's no conversation, and there's no
Mm-hmm.
situation that I don't talk directly to my creator about. That's my divine father
Mm-hmm.
and my divine mother. They're all the same. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. If you were to observe me in my own personal home, which y'all weird ass St. Louis niggas do, cause y'all with 607 Unk and shit. So it's probably cameras around this bitch and shit, you know. But anyways, if y'all was to observe a nigga, you would see that I talk to myself, and yeah, it's crazy because I have lost my mind. I've lost it, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because when I supposedly had my mind, I was crazy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you would have to read in between the lines to really understand what I mean without me really explaining that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I talk to myself constantly because I have to. I take every thought. Most of the time, you know, sometimes I fall off. I'm human. I'm not infallible. But most of the
Mm-hmm.
time, I take infallible means I'm not perfect. For all you retarded niggas in there.
I'm a
Anyways,
little slow. I'm St. Louis slow. You feel me? I'm a little St. Louis slow. You feel me? You gotta
yeah, man. Yeah,
slow it
yeah.
down
I
for
know
me.
you with Unkin and on that bully shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta. You feel me? I love St. Louis though. And after this, we feeding St. Louis for sure. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I have to talk to myself. What you guys should do, I have to talk to myself constantly, because especially in times such as this, when literally the vibration is intended for you to go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
intended for you
Mm-hmm.
to be stifled. It's intended for you to be Stress. Stress. We all know
Mm-hmm.
stress will kill you, right?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
it's
No, definitely.
never been more prevalent until times such as these. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. We're still living in prehistoric times, and people think this shit is the future. We are living in the 20s. We are in the 20s of the new century. But it's basically like living in the 1920s, you feel me? When our great grandmama and them, you feel me, and all them was coming up and shit. We in them times. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm,
during those times, every century, every millennia or so, what these pasty cunt elitist motherfuckers will do is that they'll intentionally fuck with the vibration. They'll fuck with it somehow.
mm,
So in the early 20s, they fucked with it. They called it the Great Depression. That's what that was the official term for it. But
mm,
what it was it was a mass ritual. It was an American ritual on a global scale. It was a rebirth ritual. That's what's going on right
mm,
now. It was a rebirth ritual. These people don't mind there being many casualties and many people dying for this shit. So they'll fuck with the food. They'll fuck with the frequency of the music. They'll fuck with the information that is on television. You know what I'm saying? They'll fuck with every single facet of your life to fuck with your vibe and what's called your circadian rhythm. So your circadian rhythm is the way that you wake up, the way you sleep, what you eat. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the way you flow with life. You know what I'm saying? Because everything got to flow. Humans got to flow and shit too. But what these elite pasty cunt motherfuckers will do is that they'll fuck with every single thing that you digest. So I forgot where I was going with it, but yeah, y'all need to know that they fucking with everything that we digest. You know what I'm saying? And the only way for you to separate yourself is to become aware and for you to talk to yourself, because a lot of the thoughts that's going through y'all head is not y'all thoughts. Y'all think that's you, but that's not you. It's not you. It's not you, dog. It's not you, bro. It's not you, bro. A lot of these thoughts is not y'all, bro. A lot of these thoughts is spirits, right? A lot of these thoughts is spirits that y'all are holding on to that have nothing to do with you. That's what y'all don't know. That's what y'all don't know. That's what y'all don't know. What you think, nigga? Yo, tell that nigga that tell that nigga that I'm up, that this weak-minded nigga is doing all this shit without a 607 unk feature, without a 607 unk follow, bitch ass nigga. And I'm finna be bigger than his bitch ass. I'm finna be bigger than him, FBG Butter, KB Nini, the Bob Report. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be bigger than all these niggas without any support. Any support. Me. The nigga he said got a weak mind. Me. The nigga he ain't dap up. The nigga who hand he ain't shake. Me. Let him know that. Oh, and let these niggas know, since he's sending his hitters and shit, you know what I'm saying, to try to check SolarMan, you feel me? You know I ain't go for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But since he's sending his hitters and shit, let them know where they can find you at, nigga. Just in case they want to be with you and shit. Let them know where they can find you at.
607 Unc, man. Follow me on Instagram and all the social medias at Miles Mobile. MYLES Mobile, how it sound. You feel me? Yeah. 607 agent. We in the dope.
Man, yo, it's love with that nigga, but fuck dude. You know what I'm saying? Tell him I said that.
It's all good. I got you. I'm gonna let them know everything.
Alright, nigga. So yeah, man, y'all see what the fuck going on, man. That was 607 one of his little hitters and shit. Y'all got me sweating and shit. But that's a perfect segue, because a lot of y'all thoughts isn't y'all thoughts. A lot of the shit that's going through y'all mind has nothing to do with you whatsoever. And you're identifying with these thoughts because you've been conditioned to believe that that's you. You've been conditioned to believe that you are fucked up or you fucked off. You know what I mean? You've been programmed. You programmed, my nigga. You program, my nigga. You program, my nigga. And the way I tell you right now, one major way that you program is it's the music that you listening to. The music that you listening to, the music I listening to used to fuck me up, dog. It fucks you up, bro. Turn on some Don Tolliver and Travis Scott right now. Right now. And see if your vibe just don't automatically change. It's the 808 and it's the frequency and the way that they tune, they auto tune, and it's the way that they tune, they synthesizers. It's all that shit. Turn that shit on right now. Turn on some Pooh Shiesty right now and tell me if you don't want to go outside and smack the fuck out of the first nigga that you see. It's intended to be like that. And the reason that these people get put in our faces is because they're agents of destruction. All of these people are agents of destruction. So it's very imperative that you pay very close attention to who you allow in your space, my nigga. It's like having sex. It's like having sex, bro. All this shit is sex. All this shit is either sex with your mind, sex with your spirit, because it's a very intimate thing that's going on daily with us, bro. It's intimate what's going on with us and what we eat. It's intimate on what's going on with us and what we listening to. It's intimate on going on with us and who we attract to us, right? It's very intimate. It's very intimate. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Peace, love, and high vibrations. You know, but it's intimate, and you got to pay special close attention to what's going on nowadays, bro, because the veil has been lifted. So it's not even an illusion of what side they on or what side you on. You know, you don't have time to stand in the middle. You got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? They just did I know y'all just seen that recent Doja Cat interview. Y'all seen that? This bitch confused. This bitch confused. This bitch said that all the imagery of the demonic shit and the entities that's controlling her, plus that back shit that she got on her back, she said that's all imagery that connects her to her divine feminine and her divine masculine. She didn't lie, but she's only telling you half the truth. That's what these people do. She is more likely caught in a secret society that's called Eastern Star. Which I don't know is that my mother's an Eastern Star. Yeah, my mother's an Eastern Star. My grandfather's a Rosicrucian. I was born to be in the Illuminati, but I said no. I said no. I said no. I said no. But the reason that Doja Cat is confused is because she hasn't made a decision. You know, um, a decision to be all the way herself. Meaning, if she's on the side of darkness, she should just say she's on the side of darkness. Because then she'll go all the way up. I mean, she's already up, but at least she won't be tormented by the public ridicule of illusion. You know, Satan, the accuser, is the author of illusion. You know what I'm saying? So she's living in that, but she's not living in her truth because she's not standing on it. You know? But that's kind of what these Masonic games do, is that they put some shit in your face and then they tell you it's not that. You feel me? They tell you it's not that, but they put it all in your face. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go for about 5 more minutes, man. But I don't think y'all understand how important it is that y'all guard what the fuck y'all listening to. It's a reason that it's a reason I used to think like, bro, why don't I like why can't I vibe with like this all the way ratchet ass street shit? Now I listen to the shit now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I put on some Young Nudie. I fuck with Young Nudie. You know what I'm saying? I put on some Young Nudie. I put on some Savage sometimes. I might even put on some Young. I put on all these niggas. I'm not gonna lie. I listen to the Beast, but I hear it now and I see the difference now. I see the difference now. Y'all seen that NBA YoungBoy concert, right? Niggas will go to the concert and then everybody will start standing like this nigga. Start banging 4K Trey, you know what I'm saying? Start saying slime and shit. You know? It's because they're doing rituals. These people have to do rituals. Every show, every performance, every set, everything is a ritual. And no, these people aren't in the Illuminati. I know I just said Doja Cat was an Eastern Star, but that doesn't mean she has control. What she is she's a highly paid slave. That's what I don't know. She's a highly paid slave. She gets paid well to be a slave. She does. But what y'all don't see, and this is what they talk about: Doja Cat, Lady Gaga, uh, uh, a couple other motherfuckers. They don't they talk to it, but they don't really publish this part. What's the other bitch? Ariana Grande. These people get tormented by their demons, and we all have spirits that entertain us, right? Y'all remember the cartoons, the good angel, the bad angel. We all have spirits that are observing us at all times, right? But with these people, because they have actively sacrificed themselves in their essence to these entities, it gives them power, right? So it kind of like gives them the ability to touch them and shit. So they be getting molested by these demons. They be getting like the demons be all in their thoughts and shit. The demons be fucking with like shit around their house and shit. Is because they've given so much energy to this demonic presence because they have become the principalities in high wicked places. They have become part of that. So since they are part of that, since they riding with that, those demons is just doing what they supposed to do. They fucking them. Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, Rihanna, ASAP Rocky, Kanye West, Jay Z, Beyonce, everybody, 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 everybody. We got 5 more minutes, y'all. What y'all want to talk about? Did y'all know that though? Did y'all know that the music that y'all listening to is fucking y'all? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Hmm. Read a couple of y'all comments. Nigga said thanks, bro, and don't thank me, nigga. Like in the movie Insidious, yes, Insidious is a great example, even though you a bitch. Insidious is a great example, bro, because Insidious shows you exactly what's going on. This is what I love about these movies, right? We might have to do a whole live on like just different movies and shit, and like, you know what I'm saying? And like the historical, or not even historical, and the accuracy as to what that shit looked like. So y'all remember in Insidious how everything was black every time that lady would go in between, everything would be like black and shit in the spiritual realm. It's just like that. So here's another thing. A lot of y'all be like, I don't dream. I don't be having no dreams at night. Everybody, we all go somewhere because our body has to go somewhere. I mean, our spirit has to go somewhere every time we sleep. So if you are having dreams or you don't remember your dreams or you just like, man, it just be black, you went somewhere. You went to what's called the void. You're floating around in the void. You're just floating in the abyss, the darkness of the abyss. And hell has been described as one layer of hell has been described as the abyss. That's what y'all don't know. We all be in hell. Either that or we're somewhere wonderful. Either that or we're somewhere hideous and heinous. And that's where we belong to. That's what y'all don't know. That's what we're gonna have to do a whole thing on we're gonna have to do a whole thing on dreams, because dreams is way more deeper and way more important than y'all think. Dreams is actually like the real world and shit. I know how fucked up it be, but those are like actual dimensions and actual places that we be at, that part of us is at. And I didn't dream some fucked up shit. Like I didn't dream that we was in like, y'all remember Rick and Morty on that Cronenberg episode? Y'all remember that? The Cronenberg, when everything was like fucked up and like body, like people were like mixed with like monsters and shit. That's kind of like what the Nephilim and the angels that fuck human wives and shit. That's kind of what they became. They became like Cronenbergs. That's what they don't tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what the demons and shit that failed, the angels that failed the earth and became the demonic gods and shit of this earth. Yeah, they fucked the human women and then they made these like Cronenberg baby weirdo shit. And like when those things died after the flood, they didn't like have a normal soul and shit, so they couldn't go high or low. They can only be stuck in the in between and what's called the fractal universe. So, anyways, when we dream, we can visit these places. I visited those places. I visited the fractal universe, and it's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's super fucked up. Is that tea the same as moringa? Moringa. I'm not familiar with moringa, Mrs. Culver, if you still here. But I'll just tell you what the tea entails. So the tea is it's like the holy tea. So it got different names on each continent, but it's in each continent. You know what I'm saying? Um, SolarMan tea infused energy drink coming soon. But anyways, yeah. So what this tea does is it's like the holy portal. In the Philippines, I only know about a Filipino name. It's called Malunggay. So it probably is the moringa too. That sounds appropriate. But basically, what it is that again it opens up your crown chakra or any chakra for that matter, and it's a healing supplement. It's been known to cure diabetes, anxiety. It's been known to help with arthritis. I mean, the applications for it are numerous. You know what I'm saying? And uh, kind of like the God to you, you know? Because that's the thing about this life, y'all. That's what y'all don't know. There's nothing in this life that's new. First and foremost, dementia, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, bipolar, a lot of these things are diseases of the mind. But some of these things, like bipolarism, schizophrenia, shit like that, are actually superpowers. But because we in this like this cunt. Anglo-Saxon Western mentality and ideology of thought, we don't know how to deal with none of this shit. So we kind of think we just fucked up and shit, and then we go take the drugs that just keep us more fucked up and shit. So it's kind of like it's a repeating cycle. We're in a big lab, and it's kind of like disgusting. You know, it's kind of like disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. And we already at 50, so you know we got to go 10 more minutes. So y'all talk to me. I can talk to me. I'll talk back. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. But that's that's true. That's true. Alhamdulillah. Um, I don't respect Islam. That's what y'all don't know about me. I recently just made that decision. I used to say I respect all denominations and shit like that, but I don't. I don't even respect Christianity, to be honest with you. I am a follower of Yahashua, but I don't respect any of these religions, particularly Islam, because Islam was the biggest slave traders and merchants, along with the Ashkenazi, Khazar, white motherfuckers that sold my people specifically, not Africans, my people, the tribe of Judah, that sold us and traded us Islam. So fuck Islam. That's how I feel. Fuck Islam. Fuck it. And I do mean that. Fuck Islam. Yeah, fuck it. A lot of my people, and y'all know my story, right? For those of you that don't know me, I'm SolarMan. My uncle, my great uncle, great 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 uncle was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Elijah Poole. He founded the Nation of Islam. I mean, yeah, the Nation of Islam. He founded that shit. I myself have never subscribed to be a Muslim. But that's what happened. So, you know, I got tied to the shit. I just don't agree with the shit. I think it's yeah, I think it's some fuckery. And a lot of motherfuckers like to act like if they went to the Arab world, that Arab world would treat blacks better than the Western world, and that's just not the case. The Arab world was the biggest profiteer off of slavery. These motherfuckers are the worst, and they a lot of them deserve to die. They do. They do, because they're benefiting. They're still benefiting off of the enslavement of my people. Because my people is the homes and shit. So this is what y'all don't know. My people, the tribe of Judah, the 12 tribes, my people. Uh, our homeland right now is in Gaza and Israel, and it's invaded and flooded in with all these motherfuckers who don't belong there. You know, that's why they're all pale skin and shit, but they're in like a tropical environment. It don't make no sense, right? Yeah, it don't make no sense. But that's why they're there, because they have all claimed some title and some rights to some shit that don't belong to them whatsoever. But to answer your question, uh, I don't respect Islam. I don't, because it don't respect me, historically speaking. And I'm all for my people. I'm all for my people. Yeah, I'm all for my. Oh, I know what we gonna talk. Yo, what's happening, round? What's happening? Uh, I know what we do. So that's a great little segue. Because I don't think that you should be persecuted now for what you believe. I would never persecute you because I don't agree with your religion. I would never persecute you, unlike they're doing in Mozambique, where they're actively beheading in Nigeria and in the Congo, where they're actively beheading people of Christian beliefs and things like that. I think if as y'all give me more money and more power, like y'all flood me with millions of dollars, there's no parts in the planet where people will be discriminated upon for what they believe, unless their belief is to hurt other people. But there's no part in the planet where we'll go for some shit like that. You feel me? We'll never go for some shit like that. These people are being beheaded on live, and it's really cowardice. It just shows the lack of humanity in those religious sects. Because if they truly believe what they believe, then maybe they would be doing what they're doing, because there are such things as righteous killings, and maybe they do believe they were righteous. But we don't believe in bullies, so anybody that's a bully has to die, and that's SolarMan saying that. Are those the new Jews? What's up with it, T Bear? The new Jews, yeah, the new Jews, the Jewish people, that have convinced the whole world that they are the 12 part of the 12 tribes. Like, these motherfuckers are the biggest liars ever. The 12 tribes have been convinced that we're not the 12 tribes. We've been convinced that we're niggas. We've been convinced that we're African Americans. Nothing about us is fucking African. That's what we've been convinced. We've been convinced that black people only come from this specific part of the world when the whole world is black. When the whole world is black. We've been convinced that we only come from one part of the world because we let these pasty motherfuckers convince us otherwise. We let these pasty motherfuckers convince us otherwise. And they're fucking liars. They're the worst kind of liars. And they're rats. Like, I don't mean like rats like snitching. I mean like rats like rodents. That's who they are. Like, they're rodents. They're rodents in their homeland. That's why the homeland has never seen peace. It's never seen peace since we've been in our kingdom. That's why that place has been historically at war for thousands of years, hundreds of years. And it won't have peace until we return. It won't have peace until we return. That's what y'all don't know. That's real shit. It won't have peace until we return. That's why those people can never have peace, because they're rodents and they don't belong there. Egypt, you don't belong there. Those rodents in Egypt, there's a lot of rodents in Egypt. A lot of rodents in Egypt. They don't belong there. Yeah, they're rodents. They're like rats. They just multiply, and they just take over some shit. That's what they are. Egypt got rats. Israel got rats. Palestine got rats. Who else got rats? Libya got rats. You know what I'm saying? Morocco got rats. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers got rats in them. You know what I'm saying? Not saying all them people is bad, but if they honestly and they truthfully believe that they have divine, that they have actual connection to this land and that actually belongs to them and they people, then yeah, you a rat, you're a rodent, and you're a liar. You know, you know. That's just the truth, y'all. We got 3 more minutes. That's just the truth, y'all. That was a good segue, and that was a good point. But I say all that to say, even though I would call these people rodents and rats to their faces, of course, with a weapon present, because them people, they be willing to die about their shit. But yeah, I would call them rats and rodents and shit to their faces. But I don't believe that they should cease to exist because of their belief. I believe everybody has. I know that everybody has the a right to choose some shit, even if it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to do that. And you have the right to a peaceful prayer life as well. You have the right to do that shit. Even with those Ashkenazi lying motherfuckers that are so prevalent in our society and that hijack every facet of media. Even those demented, evil cunt motherfuckers, the ones that are aware of their evil. Even those motherfuckers, they deserve to. No, they don't deserve anything. Actually, they deserve castration. Actually, the ones that are aware that they're evil, but the normal ones, the ones that just are believe that they're practicing their faith, they deserve peace. They do. They deserve peace. They do. I don't have to agree with them. I don't have to agree that they are God's chosen people. God specifically chose an avatar. The God body specifically chose an avatar, which was the black man and black woman, to represent himself, herself. That's what God chose. God chose that for a reason, and specifically because God knew that in this place that all this shit would be confused. It would all be mixed up. It would all be jumbled up. He knew that. So he and her, both the God body, he her chose specifically the black man and the black woman to represent We're the topic of conversation, bro. And that is shit. That there's nothing African about us. Did you know that, man? American black man, black woman? That there's nothing African about us. Nothing. Them dumbass DNA tests, can't tell you shit. They can tell you like 13% of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to tell you the native roots that are here. You know what I'm saying? That's why they only go back to 16th, 17th century when we were slaves and shit. When they convinced us that we were slaves by that time, the 16th and 17th century, they won't go any further back to that in this own country because they know that they're cunts and they're liars and that the truth is that it was ours. Those Native Americans that you see, they have been, with the hook noses and shit, the ones that try to tell us black people that we're not Native and shit like that, and that we need to find an identity and shit. Those motherfuckers don't have an identity because they're claiming, and clinging on to some shit that even in themselves has been perverted. Those motherfuckers are mutts. They're mutts mixed with Spaniards, mixed with the Anglo-Saxon, mixed with the quote unquote black man. Those motherfuckers are mutts. Don't let nobody can trick you and convince you otherwise, black man, black woman. That's why everybody has something to say about us, black man, black woman, because we're the best at all times. At all times. And it's obvious. Right? 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 Oh yeah, they never talk about the 1500s because that's when we still had our nuts out and this shit was ours. This kingdom is mine, bro. When I drive through the back country and I see the mountains and shit that are, I see the pyramids that are buried in the rubble, I think about my old kingdom and what it used to look like. I think about how I used to ride through these lands and how the air used to smell and how the wildebeest and shit would be out running about. And I think about all the medicinal plants and shit that was just so abundant and how this whole planet was the Garden of Eden. Then I think about how I let Esau come into my land. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. There is redemption for you, though, Esau. There is, you Gentile. There is redemption for you, you Gentile. Repent. Turn away from your devious, devilish ways. Break a little bread, too, and we all good. Break a little bread, too, and we all good. But that's all the topics I really had to cover today. Oh, I wanted to talk about China just a little bit. I was gonna do a whole video on this, but since you know what I'm saying, since we on here, we gotta talk about China just a little bit. Did y'all know that it's already World War III? Did y'all know that? I bet you ain't know that. Did you know that it's already World War III? Let me prove it to you. Every single day, right now, every single day, and probably in your neighborhood too, Chinese hackers from their government uh, hack and try to tap into and try to fuck with our water systems, our drinking water. Did you know that? Right now. And then you might be like, "No, we got the biggest government in the world. We're not going for that shit." Y'all do know that we got some retarded people in the office right now, and I don't mean that just as a contention of I disagree with their political ideology. No, I mean like mentally they retarded, like they don't know policy and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, our defense system. Our defense secretary told us on set this shit on national TV that we do our best to mitigate risk, but we have no way to control all the millions of data breaches that happen daily. Then you might be like, so why don't we just bomb the fuck out of China? Because we're doing the same shit over there. We're doing the same shit over there. We're fucking with them. We're fucking with their water system as much as possible. We're fucking with their food system as much as possible. We're fucking with their media as much as possible. There's nothing new under the sun. So if they doing it right here, it's definitely tit for tat. Don't believe that we just getting fucked over and they not getting fucked over too. We probably double fist on them. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to use that weirdo language, but that's real shit. We some motherfuckers, bro. So anything that's happening to our country is well deserved. It's at the detriment of us innocents, but us as a collective whole, as a country, if we don't stop paying our taxes to this demonic system that's obviously demonic and obviously biased and obviously a puppet show, if we don't just collectively as a whole, and I'm not just talking about you Israelite, you Jude. I'm not just talking about you, tribe of Jude. I'm talking about the Anglo-Saxon. I'm talking about that Asian. I'm talking about that Latino. If we don't all collectively as a whole say no more, we're not voting for any more of this shit. We're not paying taxes. We're not paying bills. No more. Then it'll never stop. And this beast will just keep growing and keep going until we just end up on some idiocracy type shit. And that's exactly what you people want because a lot of people are cowards and have found nothing to live for because you haven't found anything worth dying for. One thing I respect about that racist cunt white boy is that he's willing to die about some shit. You know, the ones that stand on their conviction. You know, the skinheads, the alt right, the white nationalists. You know, they be willing to die about shit. I admire that. I admire that. My people have always been willing to die about some shit too. Don't let us convince you otherwise. Huey P. Newton had the spirit of Yahashua in him. That's why they killed him. Huey P. Newton, y'all know who that is? Huey P. Newton, the organizer and the leader of the Black Panther movement in the free breakfast program. The reason that every public school in America pretty much has a free breakfast program, even though they took that shit away probably, you know. But that he was the reason. He had that spirit in him, and they killed him. They marked him as a terrorist, even though the Ku Klux Klan has never been marked as a terroristic organization. These people are cunts and they're cowards. I'm just telling you where you live. We have been marked as domestic terrorists. I'm just telling you where we live. You know, the first woman to ever be marked as a terrorist wasn't no cunt, pasty cunt, evil motherfucker like those motherfuckers that used to watch us hang from trees and shit and put them on postcards. It wasn't none of them motherfuckers. It wasn't none of those cunts. It was Tupac Mama. Did y'all know that? She was part of the Black Panther movement, the free breakfast program. And she was a poet. And they labeled her a terrorist. I'm talking about the government, the actual government labeled her a terrorist. Did you know that? So, I have no patience for evil. I have no patience for willful ignorance. I have no patience even for my own people who stand in the way of us transcending our current environments. I have no patience for it. I think all those groups that I just mentioned, my people included, that stand in the way, that are in the way, need to die somehow, some way. We don't have time anymore, bro. They're speeding this shit up, bro. They're speeding this shit up, bro. It's at a point now where I don't even want to raise kids in this bitch, bro. Where in the world can I go? You know, they got hydrogen bombs and shit that can explode out of the ocean. They got shit. They got biological weapons and shit. Weapons that can spread over 500 plus miles and shit that can fuck up with our frequency. That can melt our skin. They got some shit, bro. They got some shit, bro. Read a couple more comments. Uh, uh, Thank God. Solar, what's up with the dog? Facts. How you got a man doing the splits on your chest? Why you got a man doing the splits on your chest? Are you talking about? Oh, you talking about that right there? Are you talking about that right there? Are you talking about that right there? He kind of repented for his sins. You don't remember when he repented during the Matter movement and he donated all that money, or was it just a Masonic donation because Black Lives Matter was ran by them lesbians and shit? We all know that Black lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? But the organization itself was ran by them lesbians and shit who fucked over the money and shit. So I don't know. Did he donate to some shit that matter? I don't know. But is that I don't know. The reason I got it on for a few reasons. Because one, I couldn't find a black shirt. That's the honest reason. And then two, because Jordan, they finna pay me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They finna pay me a big check, a big check, and we kind of gonna like change the vibration and shit. And what they don't know is when they pay me, I'm gonna give all that money back to the streets and those families of people that got killed over Air Jordans and shit like that. You know, because Jordan kind of like changed the frequency in the hood and shit, and he kind of fucked up a lot of niggas' minds and shit to think that you gotta have them dumbass, expensive ass, stupid ass, uncomfortable ass shoes on your feet, and that shit is kind of hard. He kind of like fucked up the hoods, like every hood in America with that shit, like every hood in America, like every hood in America, like every hood in America. You know what I'm saying? Like every hood in America. He like fucked it up, so it's like I kind of like gotta take it. You gotta take the evil, and you gotta transmute it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I know that's a fact. Hell yeah, for sure. When I was spiritually aware, I used to feel that the water would feel what the water would do to me. It's kind of mind numbing. I want y'all to do I want y'all to do something. Get y'all ice tray. Get y'all some ice trays, and this is going to help you condition and be aware of your thoughts and how you're treating yourself and how you're treating those out in the world by doing this exercise. It's some people gonna call it voodoo, but you know voodoo ain't always bad. And so, but anyways, listen. So you take an ice tray, you fill it up with water. I want you to talk to the water, right? Talk to the water. Talk to the water with exactly how you feel in that moment. If you feel good, talk to the water with good intention. If you feel bad and negative, talk to that water with bad and negative intention. And I want you to compare the difference of the ice cubes for both. So when you feel good, I want you to talk to the water. Go ahead, put it in the freezer. Check it out the next day. See how the ice cubes look. When you talk to it good, the ice cubes are gonna look all translucent. They're gonna look all pretty. They're gonna look all wonderful and you know clean cut. They're just gonna look really nice. Compare the ice cubes when you talk to it negatively. Take them out and see how just dingy and gloomy and kind of dark those ice cubes look. Because everything is important. Everything is frequency. Everything is a vibe. Everything is important, dog. Everything is important. So that can also help you recondition on how you treat yourself. Because a lot of the times, again, earlier in this live, I told y'all a lot of our thoughts are not our own thoughts. So a lot of the ways that we're treating ourselves and we're talking to ourselves and we're talking to other people is not us doing that. It's the spirit behind those thoughts. And we haven't learned to identify those thoughts. But we haven't learned to identify who we really are because we haven't taken captive of our own thoughts. Try that out though. I want y'all to try that out. Y'all let me know how that go for y'all. Um, Nat Turner too was one of those people. Yeah, Nat Turner. Nat Turner was the only example that they kind of let slip out. But Nat Turner, it was a lot of Nat Turners. A lot of our ancestors did not go for a lot of fuckery, bro. But what that white boy do is the same playbook this white boy always does. He just controls his story. Do y'all know when they caught Nat Turner that they cut his body up in pieces? They sent his genitals to one place. It might be in the Smithsonian still. They sent his head to another place. They sent his ears to another place, and they sent his heart to another place. Did y'all know? Do y'all know that they did that? So I say all this to say that you shouldn't have any patience in your heart or your mind for evil. And you should also know where you are and what they've done to you and what they've done to your fathers, your mothers, your sisters, your brothers. What they're doing to you right now. They're convincing you that this race shit don't matter when it extremely does matter. It definitely matters. If it didn't matter, Jesus wouldn't have told you that he was black. If it didn't matter. Now, I'm aware that we deal with spiritual principalities and wickedness in high places. I'm aware of that. But until we are aware of that as a collective whole, this shit matters, bro. This shit definitely matters. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes, y'all. 2 more minutes. Oh, but I had to talk about that China shit real quick. Yeah, they're fucking with our food, our water, and we get hacked daily. Every single country spies on each other. Also, if you look at like the UN or have you guys ever seen one of them world conventions when all the world leaders come together and they all be sitting in a room? You ever seen what those people look like? You ever notice that all those people are white? You ever notice that? You never notice in that room all the motherfuckers be white, like all of them, And then you got the African leaders and shit. But them African leaders is a lot of those motherfuckers might be white too, because they was raised and indoctrinated into European education and society, and then they come back to their country and shit on their people and take all the resources. The whole room be white, like the whole room be a bunch of rodents. It's a room full of rodents. And these are the people who have control over our sovereignty, who have control over our resources, who have control over our stuff. 100 people or so, 200 people or so. How do you stop it? The only way to stop it, bro, is to make a decision. And we all got to make a decision. It can't just be the tribe of Judah making a decision. I think collectively as a whole, we already made our decision for real. The only thing we not doing is just not paying bills and shit. That's because they'll still fuck us over and take all our shit. But it would be in everyone's best interest, you too Anglo-Saxon, you too Caucasian, you too Italian, you too Asian, you too Latino. It would be in everyone's best interest to just stop everything that they're doing. Otherwise, these people will never stop. They'll never stop. I'll entertain that last question, bro. Then I'm out of here. And thank you, Mrs. Clover. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and it's always a pleasure to be able to get in front of you people. I take it very seriously, and I'm honored that you guys give me your time and attention. It means the world to me. What do you think about pranic living? I don't know what that means. What is that? Hold on, let me look it up. What's that? Pranic. If you beat me to it, what is that? I'm about to look it up right now. Pranic healing is an alternative medicine system that claims to use life force energy, prana. Okay, 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 to heal physical, emotional, and spiritual ailments. Oh, okay, 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 okay. So check this out. I'm not so educated on that the word, but what it is that energetic healing. Um, yeah. So, what this is the thing, bro. So this is how you know we kind of like living in the past and shit because the Western world is supposed to be like what the New World and shit, but it's kind of like actually like the opposite. We kind of like went in backwards, like we working backwards and shit. Democracy and the republic, having a republic and shit is not a new idea. It's actually an old idea. But anyways, I digress. I say all that to say that in the Eastern world, whenever somebody had situations of, for example, whenever people will go out to war and stuff like that. Uh, how we do now. How all these people come back home with PTSD and trauma and stuff like that. Even people in war torn zones and in the hoods and shit. We all got PTSD from some shit. Or women who have PTSD from relationships, etc. How they would treat it in the old world is they would treat all of this shit serious. They wouldn't just take it as, oh, they need therapy and counseling. No, they would take it as the community needs to come together as a whole and to heal as a whole. We need to heal those individuals that are affected. For example, those warriors that went off to war, is whenever they would come back, they would take months of ritualistic healing sessions, cupping therapy, sound healing therapy, a community touch therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because touch and sound and cupping to remove that tension and that anxiety that rest in your body was needed, and it was understood that we are not only the physical body but we're also the spiritual body as well, and our nervous system, it was also understood, can be affected because of the realities of both. That makes sense. So it was understood that it was very important to take care of all of that. So when we went to the Western society and this Anglo-Saxon man's world, he doesn't understand spirit and body because he doesn't relate to it. You know, the low level. Now the high level ones, the ones that's running shit, they know all this shit is true and they're just wicked about it. But the low level ones, the one that they put in places of power and jurisdictions and shit, the ones that's in our local governments and shit, these motherfuckers aren't aware of anything. They're not aware of anything. They're only aware of their own selfish interest, and it's sad. And the only way for it to change is if we all say no more. That's the only way. That's the only way. I got time for one more question, y'all. One more question if y'all want it. Y'all let me know. One more question. One more question. I got time for one more question. One more question if y'all got it. One more question. If yeah, I enjoyed this live. I didn't do a live yesterday because I um was working on something else, and I kinda I wasn't I didn't know what to talk about necessarily in depth. So I kind of let that hinder me. And then also I've been getting some I got a lot of haters. You know, I got a lot of supporters, but I'm starting to realize that a lot of people that be commenting under my shit, there are also people that used to hate on me too. Like for example, I had this dude comment under, like, I got this real, I'm doing well for myself. I'm counting a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? I was holding the money up not to flex on y'all, but to show y'all. You feel me? Uh, you can do it too. And money is really just energy, and it looked cool to me, So, anyways, I'm holding this stack of money up and shit, and dude commenting on my videos like, keep it real, don't let the money talk to you. You talk to the money and shit, like, shit that sound kind of cool. But then also, this was one of the same niggas that was commenting under my videos and shit on Unk page. Motherfuckers don't be thinking I be knowing that on Unk page, talking about some old fuck shit. So it's like motherfuckers just want to put their own ideologies and their own thoughts and shit on you and shit because they insecure and because they fucked up and because they wish they had your light in your life. So don't let nobody uh trick you out your position, dog. If y'all remember early in this live, y'all gonna have to rewind it back for some of us that's just not joining in or just gonna be watching later. Um, you have to be careful and guard every single thought. You got to take everything captive. You have to take every single thought captive. You have to be aware of who you're talking to. Mamas, dads, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives. Be very careful on who you're listening to, because when you living in purpose, everything and everybody that's not living in their purpose will try to bring you and hold you down to the 3D level, because we're all stuck in a barrel, and it's all crabs, not just in one community, it's all communities. Yeah. Let me know what you think about the said above. What you mean? Oh, living off the air, not food and water. Oh shit. Living off the air and not food and water. Yeah, nah, fuck that, bro. um in the word, it says, go eat of everything in the field, and go eat of the fish in the water that has scales. My creator told me to eat. What the fuck I'm eating off air and shit? Nah, fuck that, bro. It's some of this spiritual shit that I just highly disagree with, because I think it's gay. I think it's like redundant, and I think it's backwards. Like, if you're so spiritual that you can't even interact with the regular world, or you can't even maintain a certain level of healthiness within your body and within your mind, and again, interacting with people, because that's what this is all about. It's not just about self enlightenment for you to transcend and leave your body. That's not what the fuck this is about. This is about enlightenment and transcending your reality, and being able to go up high so you can bring the information down low, and you can help set the captives free, so I can reach my hand back down. That's what this shit is about. Not about all this weird freaky deaky spiritual shit. I'm so spiritual and I'm so enlightened that I can exist off of air and water. There's certain times where fasting is appropriate, but no, if it's at my own physical detriment, that shit is not cool. That's my own thought view about it. Yeah, everything is about balance, but certain shit is kind of just like gay. You know, like, I don't believe in being a vegan. Me personally, I'm not against people that are vegans, but I just think that shit is like retarded personally. Like, what the fuck? Shit is supposed to get eaten. Like, that's the point. You're supposed to eat shit. Everything gets eaten in nature. Everything eats, like, everything has a purpose. Like, everything digests itself. Like, if you don't eat it, something else gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just how I feel about that. You know, that's just how I feel about that. But I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, I love y'all so much and I appreciate y'all. and we only going up. We are the biggest, and I don't just be saying that just because I be trying to shit on Unc. As much shit as I give him, he showed me so much, and he changed my life. But he also, he gave me a hard time. So I do got to turn up for him, and he would want this for me too. He would want me to say that I'm bigger than him, spiritually, and that I'm bigger. My platform is bigger than him, as well. He would want me to do that, so I'm gonna keep doing that. And then FBG Butter, I don't have no problems with Butter. He just felt like he could say anything out of his mouth about me, and he has the bigger name at this time. And it's not even about him having a bigger name, because even when I got a bigger name than him, which I will have sooner than later, I'm still gonna use his name because it's the principle. Our people are very quick to bully each other, and we're very quick to tear each other down if we're not just like one another, or if we're not vibrating with this low shit that's respected. And the low shit that's respected is boogeyman culture in our culture. And I'm here to bring death to boogeyman culture. I'm saying fuck a bully, fuck a tough nigga, fuck a street nigga, fuck you niggas. I'm saying that. And I'm standing on that. You niggas are cowards, and you niggas are the bane of my society. And I hate you. If you are in a position where you feel like what I'm saying is not true, I hate that shit, bro. Because you niggas are the bane of our society. The reason that Annie and them and we can't do barbecues and shit no more, and motherfuckers just feel so unsafe in this world and our culture is because of you niggas, bro. And I'm tired of you niggas. So I gotta keep saying FBG Butter name because he said my name first, and because he represents that type of culture to me, even though he didn't before. Before he said that, he represented a reformed dude who just be going through shit, and yeah, but he a real person. But since he said fuck me, nah, it's up every single day. So yeah, we bigger than FBG Butter. We bigger than Capo Risky and KB Nini. The reason I keep saying their name is because again they trolled the fuck out of me in their interviews, and they just represented exactly what I just said about FBG Butter and shit, as far as a bully culture and a boogeyman culture, and only respecting some fuck shit in our culture, and feeling like you can look down upon or bully or antagonize or tease those of us that are different in our cultures. They even call us in our culture that don't like to talk like them or use vernacular like them white boys. They disrespect us, and they use white not as a, you know, nothing positive about the shit. It's a complete insult. So people that think like them and act like them, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bane to our society and it's a bane to our culture. And that type of mindset is holding down the tribe of Judah. And I'm here to bring death to it. And now that spirit has been awoken to me for a purpose. Yeah, I came to them. I came to all these people in love, and it's still love. But that spirit behind them, fuck them, and I hope it dies. That makes sense. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Y'all let me know if that makes sense. That makes sense. It got to be like that. It got to be like that. It got to be like that, bro. It has to. It has to. It has to, right? You can talk to me. It has to, right? I'm gonna go ahead and answer that for y'all. See, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, GGT. Yeah, it makes sense, bro. Deaf to bully culture, bro. Deaf to looking it down upon people because they're different. Deaf to it, bro. Deaf to any type of bully, bro. Any type of bully, white, black, anything, bro. Deaf to those bullies that are beheading people on TV, on live. Those people don't deserve peace. Deaf to those people that are bombing innocent men, women, and children in Palestine. Deaf to those people. Deaf to those people. Deaf to those. Cyberbullying is just bullying, bro. It's just bullying. I got cyberbullied when I was at 607 Unk House. I got cyberbullied when I did that KB Nini and Capo Risky interview. You know, um, cyberbullying is just people feel like they can say whatever they want to say because they have because of their conditioning, also because they have this buffer between them. They have this camera as a buffer. Um, most people, as you'll figure out in your life, bro, as you live in your purpose, most people, bro, are cowards. Most people, bro, do not live in purpose. Most people have never had an alone moment with themselves to where they can actually get to recognize and learn themselves in their whole life. Most people don't know nothing. So And then when you get on here speaking facts and shit too, and you're not ashamed or afraid to be different or to be all the way fully in your body, um yeah, people gonna have something to say because I'm coming against the spirit. I'm coming against that low vibration. I'm coming against that 3D shit. So people got to say something about it. Unc had to say something about me when I came around him because he had never experienced anything like me before, and I changed his life too. Ask him. I changed his life too. He had never experienced anything like me before. So he had his low vibration, it irritated it. So he had to say something. He had to try to fuck with me. You know? You know? That's what it is, bro. That's what it is, bro. And we're coming against all of that. We are the biggest. Love y'all. Peace.